Now, what good is a schematic symbol if you're not going to have a PCB footprint with it because most likely you're going to put it on a printed circuit board. In this video, I'll show you how to associate a PCB footprint with a schematic symbol. Okay, so when you drop in some schematic symbols, they're not going to have a footprint. Here, the footprint is missing. So the footprint is missing. If you don't know how to create a schematic symbol, check out my video where I show you how to do that. Here, the footprint is here though. Okay, so what's the difference? There's a lot going on here, so I'll explain. Here, like in the previous video, I showed you how to create a schematic symbol. When you created the schematic symbol, I did not associate a footprint with it. In this one, I do have a footprint associated with it. Okay, how do you do that? Well, first, what you do is go into your schematic symbol, right? So to do that, you go into your library where you would have it pulled open and added to your project. Go to the schematic library tab or panel, really. Once you have the part selected, now yours is going to be blank. You want to click Add Footprint. Make sure you have the footprint available, whether you get that from DigiKey, wherever, or already have it preloaded from your company database, wherever, right? Then you're going to look for a footprint model and a PCB library. There's so many ways to do this. I'll go with one. Let's say you want a specific, like if you want to browse a specific library, go find that PCB library. I like to work with .pcb libs, and then you click on the 3 ellipses. You can go to a project tab, then choose add library. Once you go look for the PCB library you're looking for, choose PCB lib, right? It's already added, so it's added here for me. I can move it up or down in terms of like priority I want to put it in, then I click close. Once that gets added, now it has this library to search for or search through. Then you can look for a specific thing like footprint name like DPAC3 and filter for that. Right. So imagine you have a PCB library that's a general library, like library for all SOIC package types with all pins or all DPACs. You could have like 100 footprints in there. Okay. Then you want to filter for the appropriate footprint. So you can filter and it'll give you these options that you filter for. Here I'll go with my nominal DPAC and click the nominal size is the one that doesn't have like a thing. This is least size, this is most pad size, and this is nominal pad size underneath the footprint. Here's the 2D and the 3D view. You can click OK. Once you've done that, see it's searching for this name in any PCB library. Now you can look for a specific library if you want, like a specific library name or a specific library path. I'm not going to choose that. This is good enough. Click OK. The footprint gets and the 3D model get associated with the device. Once you do that, a very important thing to do is you right click and save on that tab there. It doesn't have to be the tab. You could click on the part. You can go to File, Save. You can go to Save All to save all of the schematic symbols up to you. Once you've updated this, you go back to your project, whatever project is using the schematic symbol. Open up your schematic page, right? Now, I brought in these schematic symbols from a different library. So if I were to right click and do part actions, update selected from libraries, go through the process, it's not going to update the, oh, actually, wait a second. Is this from my library? I guess so. That's weird. Anyway, I guess I did pull this from my schematic symbol library. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, if this schematic symbol were not from the library where you made it originally and where you associated the footprint, it won't update because it's from a different library. Luckily, this one is. So when I right click and choose update for my part actions, it updates and now has the footprint. I updated that part. I did not update this one. So footprint is missing. How do you get to this? This is the properties panel. You would go to view, panels, properties, and open that. Or you could just double click on a component or any object and then you'll get the properties. Okay, let's go ahead and select all these. Right click part actions, update selected from libraries, click next. Then we could choose the component we want to update to. So choose component, and I want to update them to the IC linear regulator. Double click on that. I don't know if that really does anything, honestly. Hit finish, validate changes. If there are issues, you'll get some errors. Execute the changes, then close. Now, when you select on any of these devices, on any of these instances of my schematic symbol, the PCB footprint shows up. Okay. Thanks so much for watching. That's how you associate PCB footprints with your schematic symbol. That's only one of the ways. There are many ways to do that, but that's the most convenient way.